Okay. In the red, we have Stargen playing Koji up against Derrick, aka RPG Master, playing Lytra in the blue. And they're going to play on 19x19, which is a fairly standard map, so we're going to see how this plays out. 19x19, of course, a very long-lasting staple of the community. Been here since, I believe, Groove of War 4? So that's back in all the way back in like 2020, I think. A very old map. Of course, Wargroove 2, there's some updates. Obviously, you got the lumber mill, you got these high-value fortified villages. But yeah, we're kind of just seeing how this plays out. Commander gets the heal. Sword goes for the hit on the lumber mill, which makes sense. You deny that little bit of income. And I believe, yeah, we're going to see that sword go down. And it really just comes down to, do you think it's worth sacrificing one sword just to deny what would be like 250 income? Plus, actually, a bunch of other income over time. And ooh, we're seeing the first real divergence here. Derrick not losing their lumber mill, able to get that cut down, and not able to get the kill on the swords. But they will take this village, so Stargen's going to sacrifice some economy. But only temporarily. They're going to capture this village in return. They're going to be able to use their lumber mill. And we will see if there's any big differences here. Nothing so far. Knight on this left hand side is going to be able to put some pressure on, which is a little bit ahead of Derrick's knight. But we're going to see Pistil be very aggressive here. Knock down this fortified village. And fortifieds, you know, commanders do the same damage to fortifieds as they do to regular buildings, so I'm going to be able to knock that down pretty cleanly. And Koji, unfortunately, taking damage from that harpy means they might not be able to mirror this move. Yeah, they're just going to back up right now. Dog comes forward. Does a bit of damage, and wow, actually, Stargen's just going to say, I'm going to go to the mids. And I'm going to put some pressure on your commander, force you to come back. Mage will cover most of these units, except for that one swordsman. While this is going on, yep, nice pressure on the side. Knight's going to cover, do some damage. The dog actually lives. Interesting. Yeah, what can Stargen do here? That is the question. Well, they're going to be able to hit with that harpy. Nothing that can really counterattack. So yeah, Lytra's going to be weakened a bit. Dog's going to heal up. And ooh, good night crit. Get some damage in right there. Koji going to heal a little bit themselves. Actually, that's really nicely done because now Koji's basically full health. Just uses that last little drip of that 10 gold. While this is going on, RPG Master, aka Derrick, they are going to have a little bit of an econ lead still, and that's been really the story of this game so far. Derrick's had just a little bit of an edge. And yeah, sadly, Stargen, it's really been somewhat lacking. I don't know about that heal actually, because Koji I don't think was at risk of taking damage this turn, and it's only 1%, so didn't really feel that necessary. But Stargen able to take this village here and kind of slowly starting to flip the economy around. Ooh, night crit takes out that dog. And that hit from the harpy gonna really reduce the health of Stargen's harpy. So yeah, things not looking so good on this right hand side, but you know, Stargen able to keep pushing on this left. Gonna see that village get flipped. That's a huge army from Lytra on that bottom right though. And Stargen's, I think, lost a few more units than their opponent has, so things looking kind of rough right now. Koji, ooh, gonna walk to center. Get that sword crit. I don't know if they're gonna stay alive though. Ooh. Sword suicide? I guess, yeah, just weakens the mage. Wants to reduce the anti-air availability. And is Stargen just going to dive on the stronghold? Oh, Witch goes down. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Stargen playing probably a little bit too quickly. There's a lot of time left on this clock for both players, so I think we are going to see a few mishaps here and there because of that. And now Derrick just constantly pushing up. They got the woodcut this turn, which means they can build like a golem or a dragon. Get some big defensive unit. Dragon comes out. And yeah, Pistil's just going to come back with tier 2. So Derrick's actually been able to get a lot of damage done. Okay, good pick off on that knight. We're going to see this knight go down. Yep. Knight crit into sword hit will always kill a knight on planes, so good play right there. Okay, Koji. Oh, doesn't take it mage down. I actually would have thought it would do it on beach, but I guess it's only on river that works. And yeah, Stargen. Actually a pretty decent turn overall. Got some good damage in. Not a huge amount of anti-air on this right hand side though. But Koji now has bombs, which should make a big difference. Oh, mage goes down. I mean, that knight will in return get killed for that, but yeah, not looking the best. And Derrick is just kind of butchering this right hand side. Really just overrunning it. And at least Stargen is managing to keep the economy even, so it's not the end of the world, but yeah, this is looking pretty rough in terms of like unit count, for example. Koji can have bombs now, so maybe we can see something cool come out of those. Yeah, just heals up. Spear there. And yeah, knight crit plus sword hit. Always works. Oh, there's nothing to stop this dragon though. And even that knight isn't covered by the mage. So yeah, sparrow bombs are going to have to come out. And are they just going to wall? Yeah, they're going to kind of not quite trap the dragon, but force it to go around to hit from the top. Yeah, Derrick is just going to keep putting on the pressure on this bottom right. While also, oh, takes the balloon down. Finding all these little nice picks. Lots of free units. And yeah, Lytra can just sit back. Lytra has tier 2 groove. Can use her own army to chain if needs be. Okay, good kill there. But getting the occasional good kill isn't really enough anymore. And yeah, Stargen, I guess they're playing the long Koji game now, where you just store up bombs, try to get another groove, store up more bombs, and then like opens up an opportunity for lethal. However, Pistil has tier 2 still, so you know she could get a huge chain on the army if it works out. And yeah, you got a golem behind this and a dragon, so it's really, really difficult to come back in a situation like this. But Stargen's going to go for it. They're going to put some pressure on. They have their own dragon. So we might see that work out. And yeah, just keep pushing up with more stuff. Dragon comes over to the left-hand side, I guess, to try and deal with that golem. There's no... Oh, I was going to say there's no real anti-air, but there's a mage and a witch over here, so... Although if they go to the middle, then that actually won't be the case, and they're going to leave that golem unprotected. Okay, Harpy goes in, hits the bomb, opens up that extra side, and this might be a lethal attempt. Especially, yeah, sword suicide. I think this is going to be a lethal. Mage suicide to follow up. So yeah, Stargen I think just moved a little bit too far forwards here. Koji bombs in Wargroove 2 aren't very tanky. Any full health unit will take them down. At least the ones that can hit them. Okay, Mage heal comes in. Yep, we're gonna see another sword suicide. Just heals for that little bit of extra damage. And what do we got here? Knights coming in. some decent counterattack damage, and yeah, I think this is it. Huge overkill, actually. Koji at 27%, and Lytra is nearby. Yeah, Lytra can just go for the hit and call it there. And we're going to see not even the use of the tier 2 groove coming out from Lytra. And Derrick is going to take game 1. So, well played. Derrick goes up a game in this best of 3. And I think it really came down to, like, that early pressure on the lumber mill actually made a huge difference. Stargen kind of backed up, got a bit nervous, fell behind on the lumber cuts. And, I mean, they were kind of keeping even, but no, I think Derrick just had a little bit too much economic leads and was able to secure a win out of it. You know, those bigger units, like that dragon came out earlier, that golem came out earlier, and I think there was just a few times when Stargen left a unit in range of something cheaper that could kill it. So, you know, the witch in the center died to a mage, there was a balloon that went down to a mage as well, and yeah, just very unfortunate, but well played. Derrick takes game 1.